So this here is my secondary polythene protection unit. It's quite big. There's a rake there for scale. I'll also put this fork here so you can get an idea of how big it is. It's quite a large one. Probably should have made it a bit thinner because it's not going to really fit between the paths in this polytunnel, but the paths are actually too wide. We're going to have thinner paving here because it's not enough growing space. It's going to be more like that paving over there. The idea of this is the polytunnel protects you by a few degrees every night. It might be frosty outside, but it might not be frosty in the polytunnel. If you have -5, you'll still get frost in the polytunnel because the polythene is only 1 sheet thick. It doesn't really hold a lot of heat. There is a heating system which is being installed in this polytunnel which will help with the heat retention. You could also put polythene double glaze. You could put either a double sheet of polythene up, or you could also put bubble wrap, but it's a bit tricky. So with this, the idea of this is even if you've got that, this is an extra layer of protection. And the idea is this is very lightweight, it's easy to move, so I've got handles on either side. 2 people can easily lift that. I mean, it's very light, easy to move, you can see there. And you just place this on your crops which are most sensitive. So, you know, if you're starting off the year and you've got some sweet corn and they don't like the cold nights, you can put this, protect them, and the other plants that don't need as much protection, such as maybe onions or brassicas or lettuce, they don't need that protection, so they're just got the 1 sheet of polythene, whereas you got the other plants that need a bit more protection, you've got that. Also during the day you'll have slightly higher temperatures. Only downside is it's a little bit darker, but this polytunnel is going to get a lot of sunshine anyway, so the slight reduction in light levels is a decent trade-off for the amount of warmth that this is going to help with. So this will, as well as protecting crops, it will actually bring them forwards. It allows you to grow plants a bit better in winter when it's really dark, as there'll be a couple of degrees warmer inside that polythene unit than it will inside the polytunnel, which in turn is a couple of degrees warmer than it is outside. So that's the unit. It's very simple construction. It's not completely finished because we're not sure if we're going to leave the bottom unpegged down or if we're going to peg that down. For the top, it's just basically 2 bits of wood screwed together between the polythene in between to hold it. The handles are very simple, you know, just 3 pieces of wood screwed in, 1 screw there, 1 screw all the way through, 2 screws all the way through there, 2 all the way through there, 1 there, and it's really solid enough to lift it and carry it with 2 people. The main thing is made out of a variety of floorboards, fencing, maybe that's dado rail, I'm not sure what that is, or picture rail, just whatever wood I had. So this cost barely nothing. All the polythene is actually off-cuts from this polytunnel, so I didn't pay anything for the polythene either. So yeah, we may put some wood on the bottom here to tidy it off, make it a bit neater, but for now that's how it's looking. Nothing growing under here yet, but you can feel it is a little bit warmer in there, although it's not that sunny today, so it's not much more temperature in there. So that's the polythene unit, and that's quite helpful if you're wanting to just give a little bit of extra protection to any plants in the polytunnel or greenhouse. Also, come the summer, when it gets really hot in here and you don't need any more warmth for the plants or protection at night, you could actually take this outside and put it on a plot in the garden, and that will help any garden plants, protect them from the wind, but also give them a bit more warmth and they'll grow a little bit faster. So that's the very simple polythene unit I made. Only took 1 afternoon. It's quite simple and quick to make. Anyone with a screwdriver and some bits of wood can quite easily make it, as long as you've got the polythene as well, of course.